Hello, just before we get this video off, I wanted to let you guys know that I will be gone on a trip between April 2nd and April 9th, so there will not be videos for that week. I'm hoping to get an efficient amount of videos out this week and next week for reviewing content and enjoyment. And without further ado, let's get this video going. Hope you enjoy. Hello, welcome back to Monday videos, where we do talking about what you guys want, what I want to talk about, stories, anything really. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but I had a fun topic I wanted to talk about, and that is top 5 habits and addictions. So without further ado, let's get this video going, and we will start with habits. And these are habits that people have from childhood all the way to adulthood. Maybe not, maybe they stop at 10 or 5 or whatever. Some of them will be obvious, some of them won't be. And starting off with number 5, hair twirling or pulling. A lot of people with longer hair or bangs, you'll see them like twirling their hair or something like that, or some people bite on their hair, or some people when they're frustrated will actually like pull on their hair or something. I've never seen pulling, but I have seen twirling quite a lot on when people are doing tests or just really bored or whatever. And I can actually see people doing that. I've actually done it a few times in the past. Number 4, this is an obvious one that probably everyone has seen at least someone do, or multiple people more likely do, and that is nail biting. And nail biting is quite a thing you'll see in children and sometimes adults. Not much that I can say about that you guys won't know, but yeah, it's very common. Next one is another very common one, which is nose picking, which is quite disgusting if you see children do it, and even more disgusting if you see adults do it. And I bet anyone who has seen someone do it can back me up on that. So, number 2. This one I wouldn't think of being this high on a list, but is teeth grinding, or gritting, whichever way you want to say it. The way this is a bad habit is it makes a lot of noise for people trying to focus. It will distract them, and I'm pretty sure it's just bad for your teeth overall. It like wears down your teeth and makes them brittle over time. And number 1, the worst habit that they say people have, mostly children, is finger or thumb sucking. And mostly you hear this as a way for people to go to sleep as a child. You'll see it in books, shows, anything. I'm not sure how it's really a bad habit. But it probably, for kids, they get into a lot of stuff that they're probably not supposed to be into, and then if it's on their hands when they're sucking on their thumb, it gets into them, and it could be fatal, or make them very sick, or cause them to have a reaction later on down the road. So that's the top 5 habits that people have. Now we will move to addictions. Some you'll know, some maybe more unknown, or some people may be familiar with some people may not be familiar with some. But starting off with number 5 again, is addiction to technology. Yes. Technology is used for a lot of things. It's used more so in school now. It's used in the workplace. Used on people's free time, and children now are getting cell phones, iPads, you name it. Children are probably getting it at a rarely young age, and by the next few years, people under the age of 5 will probably know how to make phone calls and text fluently, and the next few years, children will probably know how to do taxing or something down the road. And that's something that kind of scares me, because that means that more things will be happening to society, and people will be maybe even listening to children more often, which is a bad idea, because children are evil. Yeah. Next one is addiction to shopping. Yeah, addiction to shopping is one I have heard about. I hear about it a lot when people are upset or angry at someone. They shop to try and avoid their problems, and then it becomes a problem when they've shopped too much and they're out of money, and then they can't. And then if they're an adult, they can't pay for phone or gas for their car or anything like that. This one I didn't really think of, but it makes sense, because I'm into this, but I didn't really think of it as an addiction, because it doesn't really control me like some people might, but it is a job, and that is addiction to crime and punishment. And yeah, the reason that this is an addiction is it is quite addicting through. It's interesting to see what people will do, as in criminal-wise, what people will do to get away with it, or what people will do to, say, pay a debt to a relative or someone that the person who has died or has been injured has done to this person to make them do this violent crime. And then people are addicted to the punishment because some people are twisted and want to know how people are getting punished in ways that seem inhumane sometimes, but also just how insanely punishments have either increased or decreased over the years. Next is food addiction, which I bet everyone has heard people say, I wish I could be less skinny, but I'm too addicted to food. I haven't heard as much lately, but in the past I have heard it more often. Just last year I heard it near the end of the year. And I think it's less of an addiction now because people are learning that it's okay to be who you are and actually show who you truly are instead of what society depicts of a human being. And the last addiction, which is probably the worst addiction I think that could be an addiction, is prescription pill addiction, which I bet a lot of people have either heard of, had some connection to it in their life, whether that be them having them or other people in their family having them. And this usually starts with you having to take them for like pain, and then later on after your pain is gone you still take them, causing you to get addicted to them. And you'll see in shows that they will have pills at a party, and then people get addicted that way to pills that they shouldn't be taking, and it can actually harm their body for the long-term effects of that the pill should be giving people while they're not on them. So it harms them. Like if you're taking a pill for like pain, people would be taking these without not eating them, and they could be getting hurt and not know it if they take a lot. So yeah, that one's kind of scary. So if you found any of these facts, well, not facts, they're not facts, addictions or habits, interesting or new, I'd like to hear it in the description or on Twitter. My Twitter is down in the description. It'll also be off to the side here if you want to go follow me on Twitter. That'd be great, and I'd really appreciate it. But that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and as always, stay frozen, my frozen ninjas. See you till next time. Bye.